some coverage and figure out who the Cub was wearing the Chicago versus everybody shirt, because we find the whole Chicago versus everybody thing to be laughable when everybody was on your side, relatively speaking. Also, a quick question here. I got a question for Kang on the other side of the glass. Kang today wore his Tiger hat. Did you wear your Tiger hat on purpose, or did you just happen to throw a Tiger hat on today?
I wore it on purpose, and I wear it a lot. But
I know you do.
Today, yeah, I have a selection. You guys know. You guys see me every day.
Yep.
And I looked at it and said, I'm grabbing the Tigers hat.
See, because I wore my Padre hat, and I wore it I wore it intentionally, kind of as a statement. Screw the Cubs. Screw the hot team. I've been with my team since I was a kid. What I was when I was young, I still am, and I'm not going to go out and I'm going to represent my team that nobody in Detroit cares about. But that's my I love the Tigers too. I grew up though the Tigers weren't good. I picked the National League team as the Padres, but here I sit wearing my Padre hat.
See, if I see someone wearing a Cubs hat and it's like you could tell it's been worn for a while, I got no problem.
Like
with
it's
that.
old?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see a guy who's got a brand new Cubs hat who probably couldn't name 4 players on the team, where Theo Epstein came from or who he is.
Right.
That bothers me.
It's funny. I was looking around last night while the game was going on for something in my house. I was trying to find an old picture, and I'm going through the guy's bedroom where I've got a whole bunch of junk in there. And I came across, I actually have a Cleveland Indians hat that I came across and found, and I started laughing, thinking about if the Tribe had won last night, I absolutely would have worn my Indians hat today.
Because you were...
Well, I was born in Cleveland, but I really don't have too much affinity for the city. I mean, it's fine. I've never really thought too much about it. But I went to the first season they opened up Jacobs Field. I went to a game there to see the Tigers play. And I had no hatred for Cleveland at the time. So I'm like, I'll get an Indians hat. I always loved the logo of Chief Wahoo. And I wanted the hat. And it's a kind of a nice hat. But they didn't win, so I didn't wear it. And I'm kind of glad because I don't really want to wear the hat because I don't really like Cleveland anymore. But I definitely would have sported the hat today. And I thought about wearing the Tigers hat today, too, just in solidarity, wearing a Tigers shirt.
I kind of feel like the hat I'm wearing now is the same hat I'm going to be wearing 10 years from now, and that's not going to change. Although I do have Tiger stuff, too. But at the end of the day, I like the team, and I'm not going to be newfangled Cubs guy.
Right. And then I thought my hair looks too good to just cover it with a hat.
Right, sure. Excellent point. 248-539-9797. Back to your open line calls. Shane in St. Clair Shores. Hi, Shane.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
So I just want to say I love the show, everything you guys do. I just want to make a quick few statements about the Lions and that Chicago versus everybody shirt. We all know that's a Detroit invention that was started by, Eminem and everyone here in the city. I think it is ironic, like you said, because literally 90% of America was supporting them except for Cleveland. So it's
just bizarre. And I mean, I get it. It's a marketing ploy. Fans eat that stuff up, but there's nothing less true than Chicago versus everybody. It was Cleveland versus everybody because people who didn't have a rooting interest jumped on the Cubs bandwagon.
Yeah, exactly, because they were all about that drought. Mm-hmm. And it brings me back to my Lions thing. If the Cubs can win in 108 years, I think, the Lions drought is, 55 years now, if it's 60 years? I think, I'm 22. I was born in 94. I've seen 4 Stanley Cups. I've seen a Pistons championship. I should have seen 2 Tiger World Series, but they blew it. So I think in the next 50 years, I do think the Lions will win a Super Bowl. But their main problem is the front office. As much as I hate to say it, the Ford family has to sell the team. I mean, Miss Ford is not bringing the team in the right direction. And my personal opinion, she's making the wrong moves. I mean, I know she's the owner. She doesn't have much. She does have control, but not much control of a lot of things. And I think they have to switch ownership. I mean, I love Ford.
Well,
I love
what's the wrong move that she's made?
Well, I mean, I feel like she's more of like a puppet type sort. She I don't know if she understands. I don't know.
I don't know that you're wrong. I don't know that she's going to be successful. Although I'm on Gator's side a little bit with this one. I can't specifically identify anything that she has done where I've said, oh, my God, who's in charge of our organization? With the one exception. Okay, there's one exception, but I don't think it's a huge exception. I don't think it's a huge deal. And that's the hiring of Rob Wood as president when Rob Wood comes out and says, Well, no other team in the NFL would have hired me. And that is, I think, a PR mistake on his part.
He never should have said it,
you
but I
don't say
understood
stuff
why
like
he
that. If you're familiar with the culture in Detroit, you don't say this is the only organization in the NFL that would have hired me, because that just reeks of.
Because it's the organization that knows what you're about.
Yeah, like it's your last minute choice, you know.
But Shane, I get where you're coming from. I have yet to see anything that she's done.
But a puppet?
I don't think she's a puppet.
I mean, we heard about her because she started putting the foot down and telling people to get out. Hey, Mayhew, see ya.
Puppet. No puppet.
No puppet. no puppet.
If there's a puppet.
Lawan, you got to go. I mean.
The puppet might be Bob Quinn if he's taking orders from her. I am one of a small group of people that doesn't believe that that's the case. I think Quinn's running this organization, and she's not making decisions.
The only reason I think people think that Quinn might be a puppet to her is because that he kept Caldwell for this season. To which I say, by the time Bob Quinn was hired, I think that he just wanted to let me get the lay of land here for a year, and then we'll see where we're at. And if you thought that he was going to hire the defense coordinator from the Patriots, well, he still can.
Yep. 248-539-9797. Rick in Brownstown, you're next. What's up, Rick?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Okay.
Hey, my son's taking me to Chicago this weekend for the first time to watch New Zealand All Blacks play Ireland's national team in rugby.
Okay.
And now there's going to be 40 million people down there plugging up my way.
Oh, no.
Nah, probably not. Not next week.
This weekend? You don't think the parade will be this weekend?
Oh, I thought you said you were going next week.
I think
no,
Rick,
this weekend.
You're screwed.
Yeah, sorry, man.
You are absolutely
I'm screwed, man. Well, at least I'm going to Morton Steakhouse. What about that?
Well, if you can get in.
Well,
I already got the reservation.
Attaboy.
Or enjoy the parade.
Would you enjoy the parade?
No.
I mean, come on, man.
But I don't like Chicago. I made that abundantly clear. But all these other people that have no issue with Chicago, go enjoy the parade if you're in Chicago.
248-539-9797. Ticket text 97136.
Would you? I could totally see you taking the family to the parade. You don't have anything against the Cubs.
No, I really don't. And I was rooting for the Cubs. I was rooting more against the Indians. I wasn't really rooting for the Cubs per se. I thought that they were I like bringing the lovable loser story to an end. And had the Cavs not won and Ohio State wouldn't have been a threat, I probably would have been rooting for Cleveland. But that's not the context that we're in right now.
Right, but if you had your family in Chicago for
I don't know.
weekend,
Here's what I would think. How can I take advantage of there being a parade? What can I go to that there'll be nobody at? Like, I'd go to the museums and stuff because you could probably breeze right through them. You know?
But you like the experiences.
I do like the experiences.
Take the family to experience the parade. Come on,
I would make sure that there was.
It's okay.
I'm not that big of a parade guy, and I don't know if the kids would be either. Some great feedback coming in regarding the Chicago versus Everybody shirt from @JDie69. A surprise $20 bill in your coat pocket versus everybody. From Chief Holla on Twitter. Drunken 3 a.m. Taco Bell versus everybody.
Holla.
From Jeff on Twitter. Bora Bora and Fiji versus everybody. From AJ. Surprise military reunion videos versus everybody.
Yeah. Good God. That's a great one.
248-539-9797. Darren in Shelby Township. Hi, Darren.
Hey, guys. Great show, as usual.
Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know we're talking about what hats today. I'm rocking the Cubs hat. My son, 10-year-old son, was on a Little League team, and this summer he was a Cub, so I pulled it out. It's got the diamond dirt on it, so I look like the true blue Cub fan today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hit a button? I'm sorry. He looks like a true blue Cub fan today. There's one of those new Cub fans. Cubs versus everybody.
This is the guy.
That's why I don't want to hear any more from it. Hey, my 10-year-old son's baseball team, they were the Cubs, so I got it out. Now I look like a true blue Cub fan. If you had said you were wearing it to support your son's team, I wouldn't have cut him off like that, being in anger. But I'm pissed today.
You have no
and I
idea.
was fine
He was so
up until
fine.
at 9:57. I was still fine. 9:58, not so much.
You were going to say warm and fuzzy things about the Cubs. You had all this stuff laid out, how we were going to – there was going to be a surprise for the audience. You had A rallying cry for the city of Chicago.
I was okay with what happened. Not anymore.
11:30. Do the Lions make the Minnesota offense look great or hold them under this number? We'll get to that today at 11:30. Guys, you work hard during the day to bring home a paycheck. You take care of your family, and I think you deserve to take a trip and blow off some steam. So get some friends. Get your wife or girlfriend and do what Gator and I did and book a trip to the D in Las Vegas. We were out there back in September, had a great time. Right there in downtown Vegas. Odds are better, the parties are bigger, and there's a ton of places to hit along Fremont Street where I did the zip lining thing. It's not like me, but that was one of those. It was like 3 a.m. Taco Bell. I made a decision was made that probably wasn't the best for me. But you can have fun out there. And remember, you can book a room at the D for under $50 during the week. And if you happen to head to Vegas on business, grab a cab, escape the Strip, and head up to the D. The D's mission is to give you a totally different Las Vegas experience. And that includes a second-floor vintage casino with the vibe of the original Las Vegas. You deserve it, guys. Go to thed.com and book your stay. When you're there, there's a good chance you're going to run into the owner, Derek Stevens, down at the end of the long bar. It's the D in Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.